Trophies and hand out some checks. Hello again. Nice to see you.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for staying up with us.
Absolutely. Brian and I have had a lot of fun with this top 8. It's been a great top 8.
Oh, this was spectacular. It was a lot of fun to watch. Had a great time watching Oiso. Had a great time watching Mark Herberholz. Great time watching Gil Wafo-Tapa, a player coming into his own right.
Clearly.
Ascending from being just a great deck designer that a handful of people talked about and played his decks, and ascending to the title of Pro Tour champion, throwing himself into the mix for the Player of the Year race.
Absolutely.
Sending shockwaves throughout the PTQ constructed block season.
Definitely.
That was fun. Just wonderful.
So is this the deck you think we'll see in the PTQs?
I think you're certainly going to see that deck in the PTQs. PTQ players tend to favor
aggro.
The more aggro decks. Certainly, people.
There's
a
couple good ones in this format.
Boros is dead. Boros is dead. Then you see a bunch of Boros decks.
Right.
I think you'll certainly see White Weenie. It's a deck.
How much of Future Sight have you had the chance to see so far?
I haven't. I've only seen the slivers. Honestly, I
saw you with the Player's Guide. You took one of those Player's Guides that we make out of the fat packs and disappeared with it to do some research.
I did do a little reading. I mean, there's a number of cards. It's hard for me to. I haven't seen anything that really. I saw the lands.
Okay.
And the lands are the one thing that are going to really, I think, have
they're
an impact.
Impactful, but
they're going to have an
not
impact
at the archetype level.
That's hard to understand because it might make other art. The ability to have that mana fixing might let you play other archetypes that just don't exist at the moment because the mana is so difficult. You only have green is the only color that really has a lot of mana fixing, and suddenly it's available to the other colors. Blue, white, certainly. This deck certainly gets a boost from the blue-white cards. And
sure.
So we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of good stuff in Future Sight. It seems like all these guys, when they weren't playing, they were over on the other side of the building playing in the local Tokyo pre-release.
Masashi Oiso was drafting all night Future Sight in preparation for his top 8 date with Mark Herberholz.
Makes sense. We'll have to do some Future Sight drafting ourselves.
Absolutely. I'm looking forward to doing some more tonight. I think I have to go off the sliver plan. I think I'm going to have to draft something else.
Yeah, but you have to say that now, at least.
I mean, people
you can't let the guy on your right just know.
People had my slivers. They had, someone had a screeching sliver. Someone had something else they wanted. It's going to get tougher and tougher. So.
Makes sense. So, setting up for an award ceremony. Brian and I certainly enjoyed bringing you this Pro Tour. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, and I mean, it's funny. Coming into this top 8, we were, we were a little nervous. We're like, wow, look at all these blue-black decks. We're going to be here all day. But it's funny. The player who played the sort of most deliberately was a player playing the mono-red deck. It was Raphael Levy. The blue-black players played crisply.
Yeah.
They obviously took their time to make decisions at key moments, but they really didn't waste a lot of time. There was an economy of action, and that comes from 16 rounds of Swiss and having to get through the rounds in time. So
great players, great format. Let's hand out some trophies.
All right.
I'll send it down to Scott Larrabee for the award ceremony. See you next time.
Welcome to the 2007 Pro Tour Yokohama Awards Ceremony. Assisting me today will be head judge Sheldon Menery. Before we begin, a few awards that have already been handed out. In 4th place, from Japan, winning $14,000, Tomohiro Saito. And in 3rd place, from the United States, winning $15,000, Mark Herberholz. And now, the 2007 Pro Tour Yokohama finalist. From Japan, winning $22,000, Kazuya Mitamura. Another big hand for Kazuya Mitamura. And now, the 2007 Pro Tour Yokohama champion from France, Guillaume Wafo-Tapa. Your 2007 Pro Tour Yokohama champion, winning $40,000, Guillaume Wafo-Tapa. I'd like to thank all the players, judges, and staff that made Pro Tour Yokohama such a great success. We'll see you next in June 2007 for Pro Tour San Diego. Thank you, and good night.